You'll see the words here. Some of you may know this song already. But if you would do the parts in parentheses, that would be great. It's kind of a call and response song. And of course, if some of you want to sing the other part with me too, that's great. And then before we sing a song that's based on a Rumi poem, I found this other Rumi poem. I hope you don't mind me reading it. On the way of love. On the way of love, you must be very alive. A lifeless heart has nothing to sing. You must be very alive. So who is alive? The one whose soul is born from love, whose soul is born from love. In love, search for us. In us, search for this. So I love making songs out of poems, and this is the beautiful poem of Rumi's that I thought would go really well with the service. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. So each of the parts works together in harmony, if you'd like to try that, or you can just join me. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, I'll meet you there. out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing. There is a field, I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. What was it that we were arguing about? Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, I'll meet you there. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Let's give a little thanks here. Thank you, God. How long all is well. Thank you, Goddess. How long all is well. Thank you.
Good morning. And that was an original, right?
Yeah, except for, thank you. I got a little help from, the Persian man that lived
Yeah,
along.
Rumi.
Have you ever heard of Rumi? Like, he did
Yeah, he
lots of
helps.
words.
But he didn't write the music.
No, I wrote
Okay. So
I wrote
it was a collaboration. Nice.
collaboration indeed.
Well, thank you for bringing your beauty to us. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. And thank you for bringing your beauty to us. Look at us. I always know when I'm going to talk about conflict resolution that there's less people in the audience. That's okay, because the hardcore people are here. Well, welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter. I am your senior minister here. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you here this morning. What a beautiful day it is, isn't it? I know you have a lot of places that you could be this morning, but you chose to be here. This is your spiritual destination for right now. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy this wonderful service that we have planned for you to, stimulate your thinking and get out of the energy of the outside world and come into a safe and beautiful place. So I want to thank you for being here this morning. But we're going to start what we start every Sunday with, which is our vision mission statement that's up on the screen. If you'd like to recite it, it says, "We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles." Again, I want to thank you and welcome you here into your spiritual home. And we have some brief announcements this morning. I would like to invite up our board president and also practitioner, Jamaica Wallace. Jamaica?
Good morning, everybody. All right. Well, first off, have you heard? Our 4th annual fun fair is happening. Make sure you mark your calendars. Good. You should have heard by now. But if you haven't, you've been told. No. The theme this year is Ignite the Fun and Shine Your Light. So if you haven't heard, you've been informed now. And that is going to be on June the 21st from 11 to 4. We do have flyers available on the back counter. We have some small ones and some bigger ones. So if you would like to grab a few of those and take them out to your favorite places, if there's somewhere you think it would be a good place to hang a flyer, or some of the smaller ones to hang out to your neighbors and friends. Also on social media, if you're on the Facebook or on the social media page, our Facebook, we have an event page there that we have that on, you can share. And if you're signed up for the e-news, it's really simple. In the e-news, we've even added a little link. So all you got to do is click that link and it'll take you right over to the social media goodies, and you can share that and help us get the word out so that we can fill this place up. We also have vendor and presenter applications available on the back counter there, if you're interested in being a vendor or if you have something that you would like to present. And then mark your calendars, make sure you're here for next Sunday, because we are going to have a celebration of music. All of our we have an amazing musical talented team here, and they are all going to come together next Sunday and do a beautiful performance for us. So make sure you're here at 10:30 and mark your calendars. And I also want to do a little shout out for our musical team here. They are coming together, the Full Moon Project and Heaven's Door, and they're going to be performing at the Porch Fest as well on June, woohoo, right? June the 14th. So make sure you mark your calendars. That goes from 11 to 3. And that'll be available back there on the counter too for everybody if you want some more information on that. All right, and then we do have a new class that is beginning, Consciousness and the Creative Process. This is a class that's facilitated by Janice Garbe. It begins on, woohoo, Wednesday, June the 4th.
No. Does it say the 4th?
It does. It does. Okay, well, there'll be more information about that on the back counter over there. You're welcome to talk to Janice about that and get more information. All right, and then our metaphysical book study group continues to meet Sunday mornings from 9 to 9:45, and that is next door at the LEC. And they just started this thing called You by Ernest Holmes, so that just started today, so it's a great time to pop in over there. And then our practitioners can continue to hold the silent meditation group. That begins at 9:50 and goes till 10:05, and that's next door in the same LEC building. So if you do find that you're entering after that 9:50 mark, if you could just do it in the silence so you don't disturb anyone already in meditation, they would appreciate that. And then we do have this week in our bookstore available for 20% off after this service, Growing Your Inner Light by Laura Owen. And then we do have, just a little reminder, our Science of Mind magazines are available in the bookstore as well. And here we go. There's more. I'm almost there. The flowers today, our beautiful flowers, are from Laurel Kendrick, but she is honoring Dawn Miller for her birthday. So happy birthday, Dawn, and thank you, Laurel, for those beautiful flowers. Thank you. And do we have anybody that is here joining us for the first time? If you're here for the first time, raise your hand. We have a gift. Welcome. It's so nice to have you here with us. Please stay and join us after the service. We do have refreshments and goodies, and we would love to get to know you guys better. Anyone else? Is there more? Okay. And this is also a great time if you have anything that makes noises, the cell phones, go ahead and put those on silence or go ahead and turn those things off. And then I invite you to just take a moment and let's turn to our neighbor and let's just say good morning and get to know each other a little bit. How we doing? Thank you, everybody. And if everyone would like to stand, I do have one more announcement that's hot off the press, just handed to me. There is going to be out at White Horse Park tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. There is a gathering for the trees. We will be doing an honoring ceremony for the trees out at White Horse at 3 o'clock tomorrow if anybody would like to come out and participate in that. Now please stand and join me in singing We Are One. Still Jamaica. It's my honor to get to be up here today with you guys. So today's theme is negotiating peace, conflict resolution. That word is just I did. And transformation. We need to transform that word. So it's really a timely time for this now, isn't it? In a world that can sometimes feel full of conflict, the notion of peace might seem distant. But the truth is, peace is not something we simply hope for outside of ourselves. It is something we must first cultivate within ourselves. The phrase, inhale world, exhale peace, beautifully captures this idea. When we inhale, we breathe in the energy of the world around us, the breath of life, the challenges and opportunities of every moment. But when we exhale, we are not just letting go of air. We are releasing stress, judgment, and all that keeps us from experiencing true peace. Peace begins from within. So let's pause and think about how we approach conflict. In our daily lives, conflict can arise in so many different forms, from disagreements with our loved ones to misunderstandings with colleagues, and even inner battles with our own emotions. And what happens in those moments? How do we respond when things are not going as we would like? It's easy to react from a place of fear, anger, or frustration. But what if instead we reacted by choosing to respond with compassion, with courage, and with the knowing that every conflict, every moment of tension is really an opportunity for growth and connection. When we meet conflict with a peaceful heart, we open the door to healing and transformation. And when we do that, we are practicing what is called reconciliation. We reconcile not just with others, but with ourselves. Ernest Holmes reminds us that if someone sees only unlovingness in others, it is because unloveliness is a strong element in themselves. In other words, the way we see others is a reflection of how we are seeing ourselves. And when we understand this, we can start to release judgments, criticisms, and even the expectations we place on those around us. This isn't about ignoring what is happening in the world. It's about understanding that as we begin to transform within, we begin to see the world differently. We approach conflict with compassion and with an open mind to reconciliation and healing. In his book, The Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz writes, "Whatever happens around you, don't take it personally. Nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves." This is a beautiful reminder that the actions, words, and opinions of others are a direct result of their own reality, their own experiences, and their own worldview. When we take things personally, we make the assumption that others know what's happening in our world. But in truth, everyone is living in their own dream. And when we remember this, we give ourselves the freedom to release the grip of others' opinions on us. So how do we start to live from a place of authenticity? From a space where we are no longer controlled by the opinions of others or by the fear of conflict? We begin by simply standing in our truth. We live and speak from our heart. We act in accordance with our highest values, even when it feels uncomfortable or challenging. And we choose to see every situation, every conflict, as an opportunity to grow in love, peace, and understanding. So I invite you now to let's all take a moment of silence together. And as we go into the stillness, I invite you to reflect on the question, how might you demonstrate more love, more peace, and more compassion in your life? And I'll call you back with an invocation. In this space of oneness, in this peaceful presence of the divine, the peace that begins within us and ripples out into the world around us, we recognize that true transformation starts within us. As we inhale, we draw in the wisdom, love, and light of the universe. And as we exhale, we release all that no longer serves, making space for peace and clarity to grow. In this sacred moment, we let go of the opinions and judgments of others, knowing that their words and actions are a reflection of their reality and not ours. And we step into our truth, our authenticity, and we allow the divine flow of love, light, and peace to fill us and guide us. I release this directly into the universal law, knowing it is done, and we can affirm it together by saying, so it is. So it is. And now we will have some special music followed by Reverend Steve's talk.
I think we got I Am first, right? You want to sing that together?
Did I miss that? I am. Yep, I did. Sorry.
No,
Yep,
just
that's-
do them. I'll do I Am and then the special music. And actually, the special music is one you could also sing with me if you want. But, yeah, let's sing together first. I So, when I wrote this song, I don't know, a couple years ago, it's called Let My Words. It was an honest prayer and a question like, how do I hold my truth, in conflict, and also do it from a loving, compassionate place? How do we do this? And just asking for support. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Even when it's messy, how can these words be a servant to all of it? And with that perspective and that love, courage. So it's pretty short, and if you'd like, you can sing along with me. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. It's through the faith and our tears, it's by thy grace that our fears are relieved. Let my words be a servant. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Of it all. Words. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Through the faith and our tears. It's through the faith and our tears. It's by thy grace. It's by thy grace that our fears are relieved. Are relieved. Relief. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Through the faith and our tears, it's by thy grace that our fears are relieved. It's by thy grace that our fears are relieved. One more time. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Let my words be a servant to the heart of it all. Through the faith and our tears, it's by thy grace that our fears are relieved. Oh, are relieved. Oh.
Beautiful. Let's hear it again for Heather Hudden. Well, here we are mid-May, still raining. April showers bring May flowers. What do May flowers bring? Pilgrims! That's an old one. It's from my elementary school days. So we have a little new decoration in the sanctuary. I'd like to bring your attention to the lotus flower. This was gifted by one of our members, and this little thing came with it. I'm going to read to you. The lotus, one of the species belonging to the water lily family, considered the sacred lily of the Nile. It bears large pink or white flowers. The Indian lotus blossom figured symbolically in the Buddhist worship and art. The plant symbolizes purity, enlightenment, and rebirth. The lotus has the unique ability to grow in muddy water, emerging pristine and beautiful. This ability to reach maturity without being stained represents spiritual growth and the potential for transformation. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't that cool? Well, this month's topic is Raise Your Voice. And we've been seeing that all over the place. People are speaking their word, aren't they? People are getting out and talking about what's going on in their life. And today's title is Negotiating Peace, Conflict, Reconciliation, and Transformation. That's a mouthful, right? Well, how do we understand conflict? And in the Science of Mind teaching, we emphasize the power of thought and consciousness in shaping our reality. Philosophy can also be applied to negotiating peace in personal and global conflicts. And conflicts often stem from misunderstandings, fear, and or disconnection from our true spiritual source. That's the heart of the matter, isn't it? When we are believing in duality or separation, we get into conflict. But if we truly are one, and there's only one of us here, who are we conflicting against but ourselves? If there's only one of us here, expressing as the billions of countless life forms that we find ourselves in, who are we wrestling against? So from the Science of Mind perspective, conflicts arise when we forget our oneness with all creation. You know, if we forget that we are it, then we see everything as other. And we want to either change their way of thinking or put them in a place where they don't bother us anymore. Right? But we've only kicked the can down the road. Because if we haven't addressed the root issues, they tend to resurface somewhere else. Spiritual practices like affirmative prayer, meditation, visualization help shift our consciousness towards the peace we seek. These practices align our thoughts with the universal truths of love and harmony and our spiritual nature. Go hug a tree. Man. Go be in nature. And nature will tell you how at one you are. When we're separated from nature, when we haven't had our feet on the earth in a long time, when we haven't sat in the silence, anything will distract us. And most things do. You know, we're an interesting creature, aren't we? We're very easily distracted. This is why spiritual practice is so important. Forgiveness and letting go of past hurts are an essential step in our reconciliation. Transformation occurs when we shift our perspective, seeing conflicts as opportunities for spiritual growth. Oh, that's what those are. Oh, I misunderstood. This whole argument was about us understanding ourselves. You're just showing me that I have some spiritual work to do. Thank you so much. God bless you in your Christ consciousness. And we don't take it very easily, do we? When people point out, you have some inner work to do. You know, our perceptions and our beliefs and our energies contribute to the conflicts in various aspects of our life. You know, who we are speaks so loud, I can't hear what you're saying. Practicing forgiveness and cultivating empathy, not sympathy, there's a big difference. And embracing higher consciousness are steps we can take towards this reconciliation based on this metaphysical teaching. This is how we can transform conflict into opportunities for our spiritual growth. I'll give you an example of this. I was about 30, and I was in a relationship, and it went sideways. You ever have a relationship go sideways on you? No, just me. Okay. And you know, we get like really like it's them. They're the problem. And I was really upset. I mean, I was so upset that I was willing to take my life. I was that in separation. And I went to my dad and I told him what I was going to do, and he goes, "Oh, wow. Well, before you do, I want you to go down to your closest religious science church and have a session with a practitioner." I was like, "Dad, you're sending me to God? What is this?" You know, he's a big metaphysician. And I said, "Okay, I'll have a session with a practitioner or whatever." And I called my local Glendale Church of Religious Science in Southern California and got a session with a practitioner, met him at noon on my lunch break, and went over there and we sat. And this very beautiful, well-dressed woman came and said, "You know, can I help you?" And I explained my situation, that I was considering taking my life and I had had a bad relationship situation. She goes, "Oh, that's really interesting." I was like, "Interesting?" She goes, "You want to pray about it?" I said, "Whatever you do, let's do it." And I sat down with this person, and I don't know what happened. I literally lost consciousness when I closed my eyes. And she spoke words. And when she was done, I walked out a different person. Wow. Something, I'm like, "Thanks, Dad." And Janet Bryan Adams was my practitioner until the day of her transition. And even now, she still talks to me. But in that situation, I realized that the problem that I had in my relationship pointed me back towards myself. If that hadn't have happened in that way, I would have never found myself at that time. Now, I'm sure there would have been some other beautiful relationship situation that pointed me back. But in that moment, I had to honor that situation. What a blessing that was, because I remembered who I was in that moment. I didn't want to take my life anymore. I wanted to give life. And hence, here I am, becoming a minister of this teaching. I got in it to prove it wrong. So the adage, "Inhale world, exhale peace," serves as a profound reminder that the peace we wish to see in the world must begin within ourselves. If it isn't something that resonates with you, you're still going to search for it. Because it's already within you. We just have to activate it. And my activation was my relationship situation. And through that, I found this teaching and found myself, literally. And how to speak only love, teach only love. And remember that love is the very glue that holds everything together. And without that love, we are separate from our source. For God, source, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it, is the same energy of who and what we truly are. It emphasizes that true peace can only be given from the abundance of peace within us. This principle is particularly relevant in today's world, where leaders often advocate for peace while simultaneously engaging in actions that perpetuate conflict. You got to walk your talk. You can't say you're for something and be against it. You can't go. One of the things I went to a relationship workshop, and of course I had a happiness is being single bumper sticker on my car. Right? Here I am, not wanting to be in a relationship, going to a relationship seminar, because I was conflicted within myself. Right? After that workshop, I had to take that bumper sticker off my car. Right? If I really wanted to demonstrate a relationship, being single was not part of the deal. But we do that, and we do it in life. We're seeing it happen. People talk out of the side of their mouths. It's not what they say, it's what they do that makes the difference. So, to genuinely foster peace, we must recognize that conflict is not merely an external phenomenon, but a reflection of our internal discord. Something is not in harmony with ourselves, and they're just the activation of the disharmony that's already within us. And when that harmony is healed, when we come back into harmony, everything other than that dissipates. It either leaves our life or is transformed into part of our healing. This is how it happens. But we have to turn away from the outside situation and turn inward. We have to remember that it's within us. It's not out there somewhere. The world teaches us you've got to go out and go get a job and have a relationship, and everything out there says, go within. Go within. So we're a little conflicted to, start off. Science of Mind highlights the deep connection between our inner state and our external reality. It teaches us that our thoughts are powerful forces shaping our experiences. Therefore, resolving conflicts is more than a tactical process. It becomes a spiritual practice that aligns with harmony, love, and unity. So in the midst of your challenge, can you find your inner source and go, you know what? I'm not going to engage in that separation. I'm going to step back into harmony and oneness. Resolving conflicts is more than a tactical process. It becomes a spiritual practice. So, when you're in the midst of your challenge, can you go, oh, this is that spiritual practice that Reverend Steve was talking about. Oh, yay. Awesome. This is my opportunity to change this thing. Yeah, we're thinking, what can I say the right thing? I'm going to get... See, somebody comes to us with certain energy, and we match that energy. And then they go one more, and we match the energy. And if they come to us with energy and we, instead of engaging, go to a new place of neutrality and I wonder what's upsetting them. I wonder, I'm just going to say a little silent prayer to myself for their wholeness and divine right action in whatever's going on with them, and not engage. We're part of the solution. If someone offers you the gift of their opinion and you don't take it, to whom does the gift belong? To them. You don't have to take it. Now, again, I said this last week. If you go, I don't have to take that from anybody, you've definitely taken it. But when you say, that's not mine, thank you for sharing your perspective. And you don't have to say this to them, but say it in your mind. This might just make them a little more hot under the collar, as it were. See, when we nurture thoughts of love and peace, we contribute to a collective consciousness of harmony. Are you part of the problem or are you part of the solution? If you're thinking of how you can get back at someone, you're part of the problem. But if you're thinking, it's going to be really neat how God resolves this, because I don't got a clue, you're part of the solution. You don't have to figure it out. All you have to do is move your mind to what you believe, source, energy, Christ consciousness, Great Spirit, Goddess energy, whatever is your word, move it to that. Just think about that. See, we try to figure it out. You know, we're so creative. We can figure this out. But everything is figured out through spiritual alignment. So go back to your spiritual alignment. That's where the resolution of conflict exists. Because there really is no conflict. There never has been. It's just been a sharing of ideas. So again, when we nurture thoughts of love and peace, we contribute to a collective consciousness of harmony. Whereas negative emotions like fear and anger perpetuate division. The phrase, "Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me," in our closing song, captures this philosophy perfectly. It reminds us that while global peace is a significant challenge, it starts with personal, inner, transformative peace. If there isn't peace within your own self, you have nothing to give. You will always share where you are in consciousness. So if you're in conflict and you start sharing from conflict, you're sharing your conflict with everyone. Here, want a little bit of my conflict? Hey. But when you're in harmony, have you ever been around somebody that just calms you? You know, it's just like, I just need to sit with you for a second. And then there's the people that, you know, you get in their arena and they're just, you're just like a magnetic force. I gotta go. I got some stuff I gotta do. As Jack Black would say. But by focusing on our self-awareness, forgiveness, and empathy and compassion, we foster inner peace, which then radiates outward, inspiring others and creating a ripple effect of harmony and love. And see, the difference between empathy and sympathy is, oh, poor person, oh my goodness, oh, I feel so bad for you. Empathy is, I totally understand how you feel. I get that. I empathize with you. I understand how you can feel that way. See the difference in energy? It's a subtle shift, but it makes a big difference in our healing, in our personal healing. Our own ability to connect with our inner peace profoundly influences our external experience and reality. If you don't go within, you go without. And when you go without, you're tripping the light fantastic in separation, man. Woohoo! And you know, there's a place for that. That's fun for a while. Until it's not. It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. Inner conflicts, such as unresolved emotions or personal turmoil, often manifest in our external interactions and relationships through our own unconscious habits, behaviors, patterns, and ways of engaging with others, leading to discord and misunderstandings. But I didn't mean it like that. We have to be clear with how we converse. And I'll tell you, sometimes the best thing to say is nothing at all. If you're in a heated conversation with somebody and you know you're right, just fall silent. Just fall silent. You're trying to convince someone of something that they're not at a place where they can be in an understanding about it. Maybe now's not the time to talk about it, you know? Call a time out. Conversely, cultivating inner peace can transform how we handle conflicts, fostering harmony and constructive communication in our relationships and in our communities. Fostering small-scale peace in our own lives through practicing mindfulness, self-awareness, empathetic communication can ripple outward, impacting larger societal and global issues. When we address inner conflicts and nurture a sense of calm and understanding within ourselves, we create that foundation for peace to interact with others in a peaceful way. Be still and know that you are source. Be still and know that you are the love of the universe made manifest. Nothing else matters but being that love. Be the love you seek in the world, and it will radiate. Be such a beacon of light that those around you are activated as beings of light. This localized peace can inspire and influence those around us, contributing to a broader cultural shift towards harmony and cooperation. This doesn't mean that you're a doormat. It means that you make a difference in love. Personal responsibility is foundational to achieving positive peace. And it involves an active and conscious commitment to fostering harmony and resolving conflicts. This means acknowledging our own contributions to discord and taking proactive steps to address and amend them. We must make amends. You must ask for forgiveness. Ouch. That means admitting I was wrong. Hey, conversas alone. It requires us to engage in self-reflection, recognizing how our actions, words, and attitudes have impacted others and our broader environment. I know, just keep breathing. Come on, go. Okay, we're all okay. By owning our parts in a conflict and striving for personal growth, we can contribute to creating a more peaceful world that works for everyone. But we have to admit when we're wrong. And that's okay. You ever get lost? Gentlemen, had to pull over for directions? Every day. God bless GPS. Personal responsibility extends beyond self-awareness. It encompasses taking action to support and uphold values and fairness, respect, and understanding. How is this, my actions, going to affect somebody else? Leave the world in a better place than you found it. It's just like renting a house, you know? You're gonna lose your deposit if you don't leave it in better. You know, when I go to a hotel room, I try to find something that's broken and fix it myself. You ever do this? Or do you just look for the problem and call it? So my thing is leaking and no, if I can fix it, I bring it tools with me and fix. You know, I want to leave it in a better shape than I found it. Now, did they give me a discount for this? No. But you know what? I feel better leaving a place that I got to be the fixer of something. This might involve setting and maintaining new, healthy boundaries, holding ourselves accountable, and advocating for positive change in our relationships and in our community. By embracing these responsibilities, we're not only embracing our own well-being, but also play a crucial role in fostering a culture of peace that influences and inspires others to do the same. You know, let's just take it down a notch, right? Right now, the energy is very high, isn't it? There's a lot going on. That's because there's a lot of transformation going on. The old styles and ways of doing things are dissipating. And some people that are not good with change are clawing and screaming to keep it the way it's always been. We've always done it this way. Well, there's a new energy afoot. And you can pay me now, or you can pay me later. We must recognize that creating peace involves ongoing commitment and vigilance to peace. Always look for the peace. Always look for the love. What would love do in this situation? Can you let somebody go from a debt? And I don't mean a debt in money. I mean a debt in consciousness that you think somebody owes you. They owe me. I think you owe me an apology. Well, maybe they don't even know they did something wrong. And usually they don't. You got your toes stepped on because your toes are sticking out a little too far. Maybe. Or maybe they went out of their way to step on your toes. It happens. But that's on them. Don't make it your problem. That's where they are in consciousness. Where are you? This isn't a one-time achievement, but a continual process of making amends and sustaining harmony. When you give up smoking, if you've ever done that, you don't just go, okay, I'm not going to smoke anymore. That was interesting. No, it's every day, every time the sensation comes up, you got to go, I'm going to eat fruit now, or whatever you're going to do. But as you know, it's a process. There's a process to shifting in consciousness. You don't turn the Titanic in, 4 seconds. You've got to commit to a process of healing. We expect things to change instantaneously, and they can. Things can change in the twinkling of an eye. If you're a spiritual master and know how things work, it can happen that way. I have a process of little intricate baby steps, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward. That's just how I roll. When we engage in practices like active listening and fostering open dialogue, we contribute to a culture where conflicts can be addressed constructively. Yay. That's what we want to do, right? Our efforts to maintain peace involve not only setting boundaries and holding ourselves and others accountable, but also being adaptable and willing to make necessary changes. Are you open to change? It's not, this couple's going to get married and he's Jewish and she's Catholic, and how are they going to work that out? Are they open to change? Are they open to openness? Can they let things be the way they are? Are you okay with someone being the way they are? Although it may be the wrong way. But see how I threw in that little, I had to say my feeling about them. But see, there's no us and them. There's only one of us here, expressing as the billions of countless life forms that express as source energy, Christ consciousness, Jesus the Christ, that you are. By actively participating in and supporting initiatives for justice, peace, and equality, we become part of a broader movement that advances peace on a larger scale. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. You can fill in the rest. This collective commitment helps us build stronger and more resilient communities and paves the way for transformative change, leading to a more peaceful world for everyone. And so it is. Amen. Well, it's time for us to follow our... Thank you, Tapatu. I appreciate that. Thank you for all your consciousness here. And let's take and commingle our consciousness together and follow our teaching and go within. So I invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness what you believe the creative energy of the universe is. And you can call it God or Source or Goddess or Great Spirit or whatever your words are for the energy that created you. As we align ourselves in unity with that source energy, we activate that part of us that is that. And as we activate that, a healing and revealing energy of miraculous love is released from within us. A new way of understanding is emerging. A new consciousness of peace and love. And divine right action is moving through each one of us in its own special way. I may not know what you're working with right now, but I know that source energy knows exactly what's going on. And it's going to be really neat how God heals every situation, because I believe it's already happening right now. Healing and thriving in divine love is activated right now. In every situation. I don't need to know what it is because I know that God knows. New connections are being made. New ideas are being formulated. New transformative healing energy is being introduced and coming to the surface of every situation in our political and in our individual and our collective consciousness. Something beautiful is being born. So my energy moves to the love. For truly love is the reason for being. We are here to remember that love is the answer to every question. So we release this with love, letting go of anything that may have previously blocked our inner flow so that we may move forward in harmony and as one perfect, loving, peaceful energy. And for this, we are so grateful. Thank you, divine, loving energy, for being love in my life. And so it is. Amen. Okay, it's time for our prosperity affirmation. So if you'd like to take your gift and put it on your heart, or if you're giving your heart today, put your hand on your heart and let's recite this together. I gladly give my gift to this open, accepting, loving sinner. Together we flourish and thrive. And so it is. Heather?
The song for the offering today is a little more involved than we usually do, but it's short, it's wordy, and I think it really fits. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, and you can start loving me. Does anyone know this one? It's an agape one. I love, I'm getting the right key, right? That would help. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, and you can start loving me. It's kind of true, huh? I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, and you can start loving me. Let's do it a couple more times. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, and you can start loving me. Oh, I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, and you can start loving me.
Let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They are evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in the world. They bless the giver and the receiver and allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available for those who are choosing to remember who they are, and for those who may not even know it yet. And for that, this entire community, world, and universe is blessed with the love of who and what we are as we thrive together in peace and harmony. And so it is. Thank you. All right, let's stand up and sing our peace song, shall we?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now for our benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now. It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. And it's happening in the body of my affairs. I think it. I feel it. And I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Have an awesome week, everybody. God bless.